Lacey Rochelle, welcome.
Hello.
And welcome to everybody else to this series of interviews that I'm doing with popular authors. Lacey is the author of the book, The Simple Secrets of Healthy Living, Be Your Best Self. So to start with, Lacey, we'd like to ask you to tell us about yourself.
Okay, so I was not the health conscious child. I actually started to get into the health and fitness world when I was about 18. Originally started off because I wanted to look and feel better, but the journey has become so much bigger than that. It's been more about self-love and growing myself. So I've studied life coaching, NLP, hypnotherapy, nutrition, and started in Muay Thai. So I've been back and forth to Thailand, training over there, and back in Australia, training twice a day. I'm fighting next weekend, so it's become a really big part of my life and something that I really focused on purely because I wasn't healthy and I wanted to feel healthy and feel good about myself. And just it kind of was, once you open that Pandora box, it just continued growing from there. So now it's 6 years later, and it's my main focus in life.
Wow, how wonderful. And what is that thing you do in Thailand? What is that?
Muay Thai, it's like kickboxing, but with like knees and elbows as well. So.
Wow, what a fantastic role model you are for other young people. And I'd like to ask you now, can you tell us a bit about your book, sort of bring it to life for us, for those people who don't know about it?
Okay, I wrote this book. It's very easy read, very self-expressive. I didn't want it to feel like when you pick up a textbook and it's very dry. So it's just kind of like, this is what the universal experiences are of when you're going through your health journey. And these are the things that you may come face to face with. So it's talking about like maintaining integrity, what it's like when you go out in the world and people don't understand, they're not eating healthy, but you're eating healthy. And then little things about like setting smart goals and sticking with them. And I really wanted to share what my experiences were like when I was, as I've gone through this journey, because it's like, I feel like a lot of people, they don't get it right the first time. And then they think because they didn't get it right the first time, they give up on themselves. And for me, it's like, this has been a long journey for me to get to where I am now. And I really wanted to, push that home for people and help people feel like, okay, I'm not going to learn to walk in a day. There's a lot of things I need to learn about this. And also I want people to look at what makes them happy in health, like not just taking, everybody does weights. Okay, so I'm going to go and do weights. It's like, well, if you don't enjoy doing weights, what's the likelihood that you're going to stick with that? So I really wrote in this book a lot of questions for people to ask themselves and try to understand what matters for them and what is the lifestyle they want to live. And so, there's a chapter in there I'm talking about, like models and Instagram models. And I'm like, okay, well, yes, you see the result, but are you willing to live that lifestyle? And so, that the book really, it's quite light. It's quite short. It's just running through these experiences, but it's in a way that I really wanted people to get in touch with themselves and to find what they want for themselves on their health journey, and to motivate them to get out and do that for themselves from a place of self-love.
Right. So what you're saying is that it's a flexible thing that people can adapt to their particular personalities and lifestyle.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like for me, my health journey has grown so much, and it's about like loving yourself. And if you love a sport, go do that sport. Don't try to tell yourself to be a particular way. And so, obviously there's the structure we need. We still need to eat at least 5 serves of vegetables a day. Like there's things you can't change, but in terms of, like a lifestyle that you're going to stick with, it has to be something that you really are going to stick with, not just because you want the result, but it's because the lifestyle that works for you.
Right. No, great message. And can you tell us in what way your book has impacted on others so far? What have you seen, or can you share some personal stories with us?
The main thing I've heard is it's been motivating. A lot of people are like, oh, I feel very motivated, and there's a little bit of, my friends are a little bit shocked, like, oh, you wrote this? So they're like, what? So the main feedback is just motivation, and they really liked the questions and how it made them sit down and really think about these things, because it's not questions that you would think about if you haven't been along that journey, you know what I mean? And so I think, yeah, the main feedback I've heard on that is just thank you for motivating me, and these are the things I needed to hear, but I didn't know I needed to hear, and now I feel like safe within myself to go forward and start on this journey. So I feel like the motivation bit was a big part of it, and that inner work, because there's a lot of education out there and we kind of take in information, but I feel like getting people to actually sit down and ask themselves these questions, which they wouldn't have thought, has been a big turnaround, it seems. So that's good.
Fantastic. And the fact that you were a junk food addict before, I think is good for people as well. And also, I mean, you walk the talk and you look amazing. You look so healthy and fresh and vibrant. So, people obviously look at you and think, gee, I want a bit of that. Do people compliment you on your looks?
It's my energy. People always like, how are you always so energetic? And I'm like, woo, vegetables.
That's right.
So, yeah.
It actually feels good to feel good, doesn't it? It's a great feeling.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. It's like we don't realize how good we're actually designed to feel. And that's like, I touched on that in the book, talking about like junk food. It's once your body is out of, like, you haven't eaten really bad food for a long time, you don't crave it so much anymore. It's like you look at junk food and you're like, oh, no, like I don't want to put that in my body. And so, I feel like that was maybe part of the thing that like people found motivating, was like, oh, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I'm not always going to feel like I'm missing out on something. It's like my body will feel so healthy and so nourished that looking at that food is just a non-interest anymore. So,
fantastic.
But people don't understand that because they don't feel that yet. They've never felt it yet. So it's once you feel it, you're like, oh, okay, makes sense. But until you feel that, I don't know. So.
That's it. So good. Have you got a copy of your book there to show everyone?
I do, yes.
Good. There it is. Have a good look there.
I kept it nice and bright.
Beautiful. And the back of it as well?
That's just
wonderful, guys. And Lacey, just the last thing, where can people get your book?
You can go on to Amazon and just type in my name or type in The Simple Secrets of Healthy Living and you can get it. I believe it's on Ocean's website as well. I've had a little go through there. You can get it there. But yeah, just go on Amazon and you can get it in book form or ebook.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Lacey, for being with us today. I'm Jen Compton, author of Life's a Mango, and good evening.
Thank you.